Are you needing that last minute recipe, maybe a recipe to take to a gathering? Joanna, you've got something here that I'm just dying to know how to make. And this is a cheese ball recipe with a twist.
That's right. It's a pine cone cheese ball. And it's kind of around the holidays, it's festive, and people, it's going to be a conversation piece for you, but it's super easy. So don't let it intimidate you, because trust me, Crafty is not my middle name. But we just start with a block of cream cheese, and we want to make sure that's softened so that we can get a good mix on all of our ingredients.
Kind of the center thing of a cheese ball typically.
Absolutely. And now this one's a little bit different. It adds a half a cup of mayonnaise. And so that's going to give it a little bit of freedom once we add all these other delectable ingredients, like the 5 strips of bacon chopped up. Now, if you want to cheat, you don't have that time, real bacon bits will suffice well for this. And so just go ahead and throw that in there. And if you wouldn't mind going ahead and starting to mix that. Then we have a tablespoon of green onion chopped up finely. And this will kind of give a little bit of greenery to the cheese ball as well. And then to kind of top it all off and to really take it over the top with the flavor is the dill weed. And we have a tablespoon of dried dill in this. And you can kind of see in the cheese ball we have a lot of green flecks in there, and that is from the dill weed. But
it kind of makes it look like a real pine cone though. It makes it have that natural element.
And the longer this cheese ball sits, it's able to marry those flavors, and it's going to be so flavorful. And people are going to hate to cut into it, but once they do, you can serve it with crackers or whatever you would like. But what we do is after we get this mixed up, we get a piece of plastic wrap. And then we kind of shape it into a cheese ball. You can make 2 smaller ones if you have 2 different occasions to go to, or maybe you want to take one somewhere and then leave one at home for yourself. You can certainly do that. But what you do is once we take this, we shape it in those shapes, either 2 or 1, and then we put this in the refrigerator or the freezer, just depending on how long we have to wait. And then once we get that out, we just take a 1.25 cups of whole almonds, and we kind of take them and put them in there as a slant. Start at your narrow end first, and then work your way back. And make your rows and kind of put them in an angle, and then you have a pine cone.
That's really simple and a fun thing if you've got, kids that enjoy cooking. They may enjoy, decorating it. This is a really great recipe, you guys. It smells so good. It's definitely a colorful piece and, like you mentioned, a conversation starter. So.
Absolutely.